What is going on, guys? Cody here with CJ Build. Thanks for tuning into the channel. And guys, this video is going to be pretty much a compilation of the build series that we did with the Turbo Honda, getting it boosted from the stock D16Y8 that it had to now a boosted D16Y8. If you want to see the clips from today in a little bit more detail, I'm going to put in the description below the playlist that has all the videos. I believe there's 3 videos that are covered in this one video, just kind of clipped together and smashed together without all the little details in it. So if you want to check those out, feel free, and if not, enjoy. The turbo came in yesterday, so I want to show you guys the turbo before we install it. Got one of these whack back ends, but we'll make it work. We're gonna run it stock block for now, so I'll probably be shooting for around 200, 225. So right now we just have laid out the pipe kit that we're gonna be using. This is the Treadstone Performance Intercooler Pipe Kit for the D and B series. So it comes with the pipes that you're gonna need, comes with Tyler HKS, all the clamps, all the couplers. So this is what we're gonna be using. Alright, so we have the piping temporarily on the car. Just want to make sure everything fit as it should. That's with the CX Racing intercooler that was on the Altezza. So right now everything is pretty much mocked up. Of course, once the turbo is on the car, once we get everything finalized, it's probably going to move slightly, be able to move the piping in or out depending. So right now we're gonna go to the oil pressure sensor and going to get it off. So this would be the setup. So instead of the thread going in from the oil pressure sensor, you have this end going into the block, and then of course you connect the oil pressure sensor as such, and then from up here we're gonna be connecting that to the oil feed of the turbo. Have it tightened down. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put in the sensor and put in the AN fitting and start running the line out. It is officially set up. We got the oil feed there. We got the plug set up. Alright guys, so we have the turbo off currently, and what we have to do is we have to tap this part of the turbo, and pretty much for those who don't know, that is so we will be able to get a boost reference up the front. So when we route the boost controller, it'll go between the wastegate and boost controller, and here are going to be the triangle of pieces. Alright guys, so right now we have the vacuum plumbed to the boost controller. I'm going to be putting it probably like right here. So right now I have the vacuum to it. I have the wiring running into the car, but I haven't wired it up yet. But right now, pretty much all the vacuum's done. It comes in from the top of the wastegate into the boost controller. It comes out of the boost controller to a T. Then that T goes to the front of the turbo compressor and then up to here. So let's go ahead and put the downpipe real quick. I'll route the O2 sensor. We're gonna go ahead and finish the intercooler piping. It lines up pretty good, but where the turbo is, it's making the piping stick out a little bit too much, so the bumper's gonna hit. Okay, so we go ahead and trim the pipes down. This is the one that comes from the turbo. It's gonna go around to the intercooler. So okay, so this is the temporary location of the intercooler with the piping. It's not absolutely perfect. So guys, I tapped the oil pan and I had to use my phone because there isn't that much room for the camera down there, and it seems that it didn't record any of it. We do have the fitting on and screwed on and ready to be accepting the drain. Focus. So we just got the oil drain put on. So as you can see there, coming out of here is a 60 degree, going down to a straight. That was the most straight angle I can do. It's not the most straight, so when we drive it, if it starts burning oil, then I'm gonna have to see if I can make one a bit straighter, see what kind of angle I can do, but that's pretty much the best we're able to do right now. Alright, go. Alright guys, so after first startup, we did realize that the wastegate was leaking a little bit. I thought it was being stuck open, but looking at the video and actually inspecting the actual wastegate, it actually isn't open. What I think happened was I didn't put a firing ring. So we're going through our box of a bunch of turbo crap, and we found the firing ring that was missing from the wastegate. We already got the wastegate on with the firing ring, so I'm gonna grab the other wastegate we have. Pretty much the firing ring goes on the bottom there in that groove. It goes in there and lines down and seals it. So we're gonna go ahead and crank it on and see how it sounds without the exhaust leak through the wastegate. Guys, it's finally on. It's not leaking out of here. You actually hear the exhaust now. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'm gonna throw some clips here of how the car's running now after we've tuned it and messed with it for a bit. It's on 7 PSI, and then soon we're gonna have a Vitara build on the car.